Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are at the Sinking Creek Trailhead. Sinking Creek Trailhead. That's the fire tower over it. We'll go over that way in a minute. But we've got the outhouse here, a little parking lot, a bench, a little sign over here. I'm assuming that used to be a garden. This one is actually no longer active, so it's kind of neat, actually. Little sign, you can pause that and zoom on it. An old outhouse over there on that side. And we're going to take a trip over here and go check this out because I have signal here on top of this mountain. I don't know how that's even possible. We went past Turner Mill a little over 4 miles to get to this spot. And so I wanted to make sure this is an old ranger station and not somebody's house. And so I wanted to just come check this out too, which is pretty cool because there's some kind of a building out here. I'm going to go look at all of it just because I love old stuff like this. And I'm thinking that either was like a gas tank set on top of there for gas. I'm quite certain actually that's what that was for. And there's parts of old chain link fence all around it. But we're going to go back here and just to look. I'm almost positive that's what it was. I thought it was a building. But you know how they put the tanks around. I've seen it in a lot of places around here. Yeah, that's what that was. It's the pillars in between. But the big tank sits on top of that. Large tank, obviously, as you can see. And gravity lets the fall down out of the hose to fuel. And so that they don't have to drive, because, I mean, we're a long way from town. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Alton, Missouri would be the closest town this way, or maybe Salem. And I'm not for sure how far that is, but stuff here. I love getting out and doing adventures. Once again, I forgot my hat, so the sun tries to blind you. But like they said, it's not active, but boy howdy, it's so cool. It's still got power. Coming down that line, there's a power line running up to it, and the transformer running to the power and then to the building. So that's kind of cool. Be really neat. I don't know if this is open. It kind of looks. Well, we're going to peek in there just because it's kind of neat. Animals and stuff been going in there. But that one's kind of, it's got a screw in it. They screwed it shut, so I'm not going to mess with it. But, oh, just some old junk. Kind of neat. I wasn't going to mess with nothing anyway. Showing it for just because it's cool. Obviously, I'm sharing the video, but an old cistern there. You can hear it echo. Water. And I guess more there too. The gutters used to go into the top of it. You can see it there. It runs into the side of it for the water catchment. The old cellar. It's locked. I'm not going to miss. But I do want to peek and show. It's just some old stuff in there from the people. I'm not going to be, I just was looking around. Beautiful. And the roof, if there was an emergency situation, boy, howdy, you'd have a place to stay. The roof is good. That roof's too good on even the shed over there, even though you can tell the animal's been getting at the bottom, but it's a really cool old structure. So, like I said, you've seen some germ killer or something in there, so somebody's been in there, but it's been quite a while. There's dead beetle bugs all over the counter. Just a really cool old house. Beautiful. It'd be a perfect little place up here. I mean, I'm telling you, we are in the middle of nowhere. And I already checked. It's the old ranger station, just so everybody knows I'm not... You got the walkway here and the signs and everything. Just so everybody knows we ain't jacking around with somebody's house. But I'm going to show you these and then the old fire tower over there. Then the wife and I are going to move on to our next thing. Of course, we passed out tracks. We put tracks because I know there's going to be people coming up here. That road's pretty well traveled. And you are here, Sinking Creek Trailhead. You've got 3152 Trailhead, Greer Crossing. Greer Spring is really beautiful, by the way. We got Brawley Pond Trailhead. I have not been there. That's quite a distance over that way. And then you got the Camp 5 Pond Trailhead. I've never been to either of those. That is pretty cool. Have a good distance there. I was trying to look. I'm going to pause it for 1 second. I might have to do that one time. We're here. So if we followed our road on down and come across, we could end up getting to both of those. But that's a whole day adventure trying to do that. We're going to have to do that sometime. But anyway, moving on. I wanted to come show you this. Of course, you see the power line that's running. And there's an old cell tower booth right over there. Or a server station, they call them. I used to make those back in the day. Or put the coatings on them, not make them. But anyway. Pretty nice sized fire tower. Boy, howdy. And I just wanted to come under and show that. The one I was on, there's another one over closer outside West Plains. Out in the boondocks out on 187, somewhere out in there. It has a ladder. You walk up, and it's a set of stairs system. And so, this one's got a fence around it, but I just love all stuff. We'll go check out that old gate next. This one, they cut the ladder off. Of course, you could still climb up there if you was of a mind to. I could anyways. But anyway, it goes quite a ways up there. And you better have you a rope and a harness and a lanyard if you plan on trying to do that. Disclaimer, I don't recommend doing that or shimmying up that. So, but they, like I said, they had a gate on that one time to keep you off from climbing up that corner, but that's not even. I just wanted to check out this old gate. It reminded me of Pop's house and just some old farms. Check that out. It's got that really old gate. Let me get up on the wire. That really old wire. Used to be the old gate. I wanted to see. Now you can't see anything on it anymore, but there's the old building. And just a really old cool gate. I like it. It's neat. I like old stuff like that. And so that's this spot, guys. If you haven't already, hit the old like and subscribe button on there. We're always doing little adventures and checking stuff out. And this was just really cool. I was like, what? Somebody's living up here? And I was like, no. I Googled from the parking lot over there, Ranger Station. 1934, they said. Before, originally, that place was built to use for Rangers, and it's not in use anymore right now. It's decommissioned, they said. So we're going to head down that way a little bit further, maybe. Possibly get into our next adventure. Or the wife might have to rein me in and head back toward the house. We'll see how that works. But God bless you, and we'll see you in the next little video. Hope you enjoyed this little scenic thing here. Have a blessed day.